Relive the historic moments of NASA's Apollo 11, 14, and 15 missions, where astronauts like Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and David Scott made the impossible possible. NASA's Apollo 11 mission successfully landed humans on the Moon on the 20th of July 1969. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin spent 2.5 hours on the Moon's surface during their historic walk. Apollo 14's Alan Shepard became the first person to play golf on the Moon in 1971. Apollo 15's David Scott conducted the first lunar roving vehicle mission, traveling 17 miles on the Moon. The Apollo 11 astronauts planted the United States flag on the Moon's surface, claiming the territory for humanity. All three Apollo missions brought back a combined total of over 800 pounds of moon rocks and soil for scientific study. The Beatles' Hey Jude is one of their most famous songs, but did you know it's also one of the most expensive songs to produce? The Beatles' Hey Jude was written by Paul McCartney to comfort Julian Lennon during his parents' divorce. The song's iconic "na na na" refrain was originally just a placeholder, but it became a defining feature. Recording Hey Jude required 196 takes and over 8 hours of studio time, a lengthy process. The famous wall of sound technique, with 36 musicians, made Hey Jude one of the costliest productions. The orchestral arrangement alone cost $4,000, a significant expense in 1968, equivalent to $30,000 today. Despite high production costs, Hey Jude spent 9 weeks at number 1, earning millions for the Beatles. Discover how in 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver accidentally developed a weak adhesive at 3M, seeking a strong one. Art Fry, a 3M colleague, used Silver's adhesive to create the first Post-it note in 1974. Initially, Fry used the notes to mark pages in his hymnal, sparking the idea for reusable stickers. The first Post-it notes were introduced in 1977, but they didn't sell well until a free sample campaign. The campaign, which sent free samples to businesses, increased sales by 25% and made the product a hit. Today, Post-it notes are one of 3M's most popular products, with over 50 billion notes produced annually. Glossophobia, or fear of public speaking, can cause people to freeze up. Glossophobia, or fear of public speaking, affects approximately 75% of the population worldwide. The brain's fight-or-flight response triggers the release of adrenaline, causing physical symptoms like a racing heart and sweating. Preparation is key. People who are well-rehearsed are 10 times more likely to feel confident during a presentation. Visualizing success can help. Imagine the audience applauding and yourself feeling proud and accomplished. Deep breathing exercises can calm the nervous system, reducing anxiety and increasing focus. The most effective way to overcome glossophobia is to face it head-on, gradually exposing yourself to public speaking situations. In 1943, Chef Joe Sheridan created the Irish coffee by adding whiskey to a coffee drink to warm up cold passengers. In 1943, Chef Joe Sheridan created the Irish coffee at Foynes Airport in Ireland. He added whiskey to a coffee drink to warm up cold and weary passengers. The original recipe consisted of coffee, Irish whiskey, sugar, and whipped cream. The Irish coffee was initially called the Weary Traveler's Pick-Me-Up. The drink gained popularity in the US in the 1950s, particularly in San Francisco. Today, the Irish coffee is a beloved winter warmer, enjoyed globally. Learn from the success story of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, negotiations, where diplomatic efforts led to a landmark agreement limiting Iran's nuclear program, and discover the challenges of sustaining such agreements. The Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, was a landmark agreement signed in 2015 to limit Iran's nuclear program. The JCPOA was the result of intense diplomatic negotiations between Iran, the US, and other world powers, showcasing the power of diplomacy. The agreement imposed strict limits on Iran's nuclear activities, including reducing uranium enrichment and increasing inspections. In return, the international community, including the US, lifted economic sanctions that had severely impacted Iran's economy. Discover the shocking truth about exoplanets with diamond cores, like 55 Cancri, which orbits its star in just 18 hours. Over 4,000 exoplanets have been discovered, but only a few have diamond cores. 55 Cancri E is one of the hottest exoplanets, with surface temperatures reaching 3,900 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,148 degrees Celsius. This scorching heat is due to its extremely close orbit, taking just 18 hours to circle its star. The intense heat and pressure create a diamond core, surrounded by a thick layer of carbon-rich material. Diamond core exoplanets are thought to form when a planet's host star is rich in carbon and oxygen. These extreme worlds challenge our understanding of planetary formation and the possibilities of life beyond Earth. Discover the most unusual and unconventional Olympic sports, including sumo wrestling, taekwondo, and handball. The Olympic Games have featured many unusual sports since their modern inception in 1896. One of the most unexpected Olympic sports is tug of war, which was included from 1900 to 1920. Sumo wrestling, a traditional Japanese sport, made its Olympic debut in 1992 at the Barcelona Games. Taekwondo, a Korean martial art, was introduced as an Olympic sport in 2000 with strict competition rules. Another unconventional Olympic sport is handball, which combines elements of rugby, soccer, and basketball. The Olympic Games have discontinued several unusual sports, including croquet and lacrosse, over the years. Take a virtual tour of the Earth's interior. With geologist Dr. The Earth's interior is divided into several distinct layers, each with unique characteristics. The crust, the outermost layer, varies in thickness from 5 to 70 kilometers under our feet. Beneath the crust lies the mantle, a 2,900-kilometer thick layer of hot, viscous rock. At the Earth's center lies the core, a scorching 6,371 kilometers from the surface. The core is split into a solid inner core and a liquid outer core, generating our magnetic field. Understanding the Earth's interior helps us better grasp geological events like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Take a trip down memory lane with adorable childhood photos of stars like Leonardo DiCaprio, Julia Roberts, and Will Smith. Leonardo DiCaprio's childhood photo was used in a TV commercial for Matchbox cars. Julia Roberts' smile in her childhood photo was already iconic, even at age 10. Will Smith's childhood photo shows him wearing a fresh, Prince-style outfit, foreshadowing his future role. Marilyn Monroe's childhood photo reveals a shy and timid girl, far from her glamorous persona. A young Elvis Presley's childhood photo captures him playing guitar, hinting at his future music career. These childhood photos humanize our favorite celebrities, reminding us they were once kids just like us.